Namaskar. Hello friends. We are looking at karmic law, a practical way of nullifying past karma. The law of karma is supposed to be extremely complex. We do not know what kind of karmic baggage we are born with. We do not know how to get rid of that baggage. The only possible guide is to engage in good karma in the hope that it will set off our past bad karma. However, it is not possible to engage only in good karma, since we have many desires that we have to fulfill, and that process invariably leads to accumulation of more karma. Moreover, the definition of good or bad karma is usually quite tricky and relative. So, in the process of doing a so-called good karma in accordance with our own understanding and definition, we may end up with accumulation of more karma without knowing it. So then, is there any other way to get rid of past karma? I propose the following as per my understanding. Consider every action and experience in the present moment as setting off some past karma. In other words, do not regard your action and experience in the present moment as a cause of something that will happen in the future. It is our normal tendency to link every action to a scenario, past or future, in a cause-effect relationship. That is the basis of the law of karma. Instead, we should regard each action as simply that, meaning action in the moment, which is just nullifying a part of the past accumulated karma. Again, here also, do not try to link your present action to any specific past scenario in the hope that it will obliterate some specific bad karma on that count. Instead, simply put your present action into a common pool, as it were, and move on. This approach is referred to in the scriptures as sowing of roasted seeds. They can never germinate. On the other hand, action with some conscious or unconscious desire is like a live seed that will sprout into a tree bearing fruits of karma that will in turn have further live seeds. Thus, the karmic cycle perpetuates due to desires. Imagine our having an overdraft bank account that has a negative balance. We have to go on reducing the negative balance by depositing money in it. So, whenever we have some cash to spare, we deposit it in that overdraft account. Instead, if we deposit it in our savings bank account, what will happen? We will get interest on the savings bank account, but we will also continue paying more interest on the overdraft account. Our karma bank also has an overdraft account and a savings account. Performing our karma in every present moment without any expectation of fruit in the future is like depositing in the overdraft account that will reduce the negative karmic balance. On the other hand, performing karma with an expectation of a fruit in the future is like depositing in the savings bank account, which increases the karmic balance. That deposit will fetch interest in the form of some pains and pleasures, but it will do nothing to reduce the overdraft of your past karma. Moreover, the deposit into savings account will cause us to have a false sense of a capital position and is likely to tempt us into ventures that may result in bad karmas, further increasing the negative balance in the karmic overdraft account. We do not know what kind of karmic overdraft we are born with. The law of karma is supposed to be extremely complex. Even if we perform a supposedly good deed, we are more often than not likely to have some conscious or unconscious desire while performing that good deed. For example, when we drop a coin into a beggar's tin, we may have a hidden desire that the beggar's hunger will be eventually satisfied. All said and done, it is a worldly desire. Even a conscious or subconscious feeling that I am doing a good deed and it will benefit me or someone else in some way in future is like withdrawing from the karmic account. A better way is to drop a coin into the beggar's tin, thinking that you are in a position to do so and that it is the right thing to do at that moment. All thoughts about the future consequences of our actions should be shunned. Then the action will be like a deposit into the karmic account, reducing the negative balance. The choice is with us as to whether we want to deposit our present karma into the overdraft account or in the savings account. But we must remember that we will have to keep coming back to this planet till we can finally manage to reduce the karmic overdraft balance to zero. Do not blame past karma for your suffering. A believer in the law of karma, when undergoing some suffering, tends to tell himself that it is probably due to some bad karma from his past. I feel one should not ascribe one's suffering to the past karma. I do not mean to say that the law of karma is not valid. For all I know, it may well be. But yet, there is another reason why I believe we should not hold our past karma responsible for our suffering. If I blame my past karma for my current suffering, I may implicitly believe that my bad karmic debt is now repaid. It may also lead me to think that I don't need to do anything more to settle my bad past karma. That is not a very desirable thing. When I am suffering, I should look not to the past, but to the present and future. I should tell myself that I need to do something good, now and in future, to settle my bad karmic debt. That will keep me on my toes and make me remain engaged in good deeds. On the other hand, when I am doing good deeds today, I should not think that good karmic credit is accumulating in my karmic account. The reason is that it may make me believe that something good should happen to me sometime in future. Instead, I should tell myself that the good karma that I am engaged in presently is in settlement of my past bad karma, and hence I should not expect my present good deeds to come back to me in future by way of pleasures. The above attitude helps us remain engaged in good karma without necessarily expecting good things to happen in future, and remain prepared for bad things to still happen. Karmic law, I can understand it as Creator killing many birds in one stone. When someone is sick, there are several different entities involved that do their own thing, and many of the concerned people, if not all, experience their own different feelings while tackling the sickness of the patient. The person who is sick experiences the pain firsthand. The close relatives share the pain, not firsthand, but certainly secondhand, and are majorly concerned. The members of the extended family tend to show a concern by visiting the sick person, but may not feel any particular pain or any genuine worry. The hospital staff attend to the sick person primarily as a way of making their living and with a sense of duty such as their conscience may dictate. So they may feel only a very limited concern. There are other entities linked to someone's sickness, like the chemist, pharmaceutical manufacturers and dealers of medical equipment, etc. These entities make their living out of other people's sickness. This leads me to believe that the operation of the karmic law is very complex, precisely because a single event affects many people in different ways, some good and others bad, to varying extents, settling past karmic debts and even creating new ones. All in all, I think the Almighty kills many birds in one stone. I will stop here today. See you the next time. Until then, bye.